So, good morning, people. Here we are, live on Sunday, Jiva Yoga, na Jivo. So again, this will be in English. And for my Bulgarian friends, hopefully you'll be able to understand. But I probably might do one in Bulgarian eventually. So let me know in the comments. And so I wanted to start with a quote from the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, because we live in a time at the moment which creates a lot of anxieties. So a lot of people are stuck at home and not a lot of body movement. There's a lot of thinking instead. So I'm just gonna read you this beautiful quote, because last time I couldn't read it very well. In Hatha Yoga, there is the concept of harmonizing the twofold Shaktis or energies in man, because they normally remain in an unbalanced and unharmonized form. Either the Prana Shakti is predominant and the mental Shakti is subservient, or the mental Shakti is predominant and the Prana Shakti is subservient. So due to this imbalance, either physical diseases occur or mental diseases manifest. When prana is subservient to mental Shakti, then people are driven to bouts of insanity. They are admitted to mental hospitals and lunatic asylums. This is because they have too much mental Shakti and too little prana Shakti to balance. When prana Shakti is predominant and the mental Shakti is subservient, then you will find people becoming angry, quarreling, creating wars, causing murders, committing crimes and all sorts of violent behavior. This is the effect of unbalanced prana Shakti. So this is the also time of the spring, changing of the season, which creates a lot of vata. Anxiety is aggravated vata, and again, plus the change of the season, which is spring now, vata is aggravated, and so we need a lot of balancing, a lot of grounding, movement, regime, meaning you need to create a certain things to do by the hour, so that you keep your if you have this sort of inclination to be anxious, under control. And today let's try and see how we can work on grounding and finding more the physical activity, helping with any of our anxieties or mental worries and things like that. Let's start with little sitting. So whether you want to sit down cross-legged or kneeling and have some blocks around you, or towels, blankets, anything that supports your pelvis floor, lift it a little bit. And we're going to start with 3 arms, and I will do the Loka Samastu Sukhino mantra. You can join me if you know it. So allowing the body to feel the ground underneath it. Then gradually become aware of your spine lifting from the sitting bones like a stem of a lotus, like the stem of a flower. growing upward, and find the space between the vertebrae. All the way up, the back of the neck is long, and feel the crown of your head reaching further up to the sky. Feel the shoulders away from the ears. You can roll them a little bit and put them down to get more space. And when you're ready, take a deep inhale and breath like you're fogging a mirror. One more. Do as many as you need. And feel the ground underneath you with every exhale. And two more. And final. Observe the silence and the stillness for a moment here. Then we take 3 arms together. Inhale. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Good. And it translates, may all beings be happy in all the worlds. So, let's start with mapping the pelvic floor. So you are either sitting, if you want to change and swap the legs, that's fine. And just find your sitting bones. So just give them a little bit of feeling, front and back. Where are your sitting bones? The pubic bone, the hips, and the tailbone. Don't be in a hurry. So let's do it with the length of the inhale and exhale. You can have your hands here on the knees and just feel that movement mapping these 4 points, which is the base. Okay? And then it gradually may turn into this circle. So then you'll be able to take a bit further with the inhale and the exhale. Work the length. and the speed, obviously, of your movement will be considering the length of your breath. So they're both dancing together and we're following the length of the breath. So exhale, we lower, inhale, we rise. Exhale, inhale, good. And gradually coming back to center and become still for a moment. Feel the spine and lengthen through the crown. Good. On the next inhale, exhale, let's come to fours. So we'll do a bit more opening cat. Cow. Working on these vertebrae here. Pressing down with the palms to feel the arch in your back further. And exhale, pressing a bit more the feet. Inhale, lengthening, dipping. Also feel that your tailbone is active as well. Exhale, the next one, a bump to the heels, forearms forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale to the heels. Inhale, draw the upper body over. And again, exhale down. Then when you're ready, we're going to tuck the toes under. So if you tuck your toes under, I'll come maybe closer so you can see, and you sit like that to stretch the back of your feet. And then lift the knees. So for a few rounds here, yeah. Let's see if you guys see me. Yeah, hope you do. Just for a few rounds we're gonna do this on stretching the toes and the feet. Like so. Good. And when you're ready, we're gonna do the same for the palms. So when you turn the palms and feel like you're peeling off the palms as if they're stuck with glue, and you unglue them little bit by bit. Okay, and now if your neck is stiff, like generally stiff, no problem otherwise with it. If you don't have any conditions, if you're fine but you just feel a bit stiff, we'll do this one where you put your crown, the top of the head, on the floor. Remove any ponytails, anything, so you have nothing to obstructing your head. And then just little bit forward and back, massaging the crown
There are a lot of pressure points here. If you have any headache or tension, that's very good. And also just soften the neck so you feel the chin is touching your sternum or going towards the sternum. Very gently rolling the head for a few rounds on the ground like a ball. Good. And final. And lifting gradually. The next inhale, exhale, we're going to come into lunge, so 90-degree shin. And then if you want to take it further, working with either knee lift, taking it a bit wider. Just trying and see what's happening here in the hips for a few rounds. You press your palms on top of the knee, elbows to come out, or if you want, put them up there. Move the shoulders away from the ears. Then we're going to swap the other side. Inhale, exhale. To down dog. Now you can have one heel at a time. Lift it and the other one lower. Then press the palms more into the ground to feel your upper body moving closer to your thighs. Bend your knees if your lower back is dodgy or still tight, and gradually through the practice you'll be able to let it go. One at a time, the heels, and then when you're ready, move the other side for lunge. And again, working dynamically in and out. In and out, dynamically. Exhalation will take us further, allow us to soften any tension here. Few more rounds. Or if you wish to lift your arms up, shoulders blades down, and take few, up to 2 or 3 rounds here. Good. And when you're ready, back into down dog. So parallel feet, hip width apart, and heels one at a time. Lift and lower. You can whack the tail a little bit like a doggy. See how it feels there. And we stay here for 3 rounds of breath into down dog. So make sure when you press your palms down to move the upper body away. So move as if you want to move the mat away from you. And then we'll feel that your upper body is coming closer to the thighs. Bend the knees slightly to soften, and you would feel a hollowing in your lower back, in your lower belly. I'm trying to make a bit more light eventually. Okay, so lengthen the crown, feel the neck is long, and final breath here. Maybe your heels will be able to touch the ground. Good. On the next inhale and exhale, we're gonna move to the front of the mat, ready for sun salutation. So, inhale, come up gradually. And exhale, lower. So the feet are parallel, yeah, hip width apart, and we connect first. For a few rounds we'll connect with the breath, so we'll do swan dives here. Every time you need to go back or up, also bend your knees slightly to prevent any tension in the back. Inhale for a few rounds of swan dive. Exhale here. Bend your knees, look forward, inhale. Exhale. And lift. Inhale. Always bend the knees if you need to. Exhale. Again. Follow the length of your breath. I'll do one forward. Inhale. Bend the knees, look. X. One more. Inhale, bend the knees slightly, come up. Good. Now we're going to start with the Surya Namaskar classical. Inhale and exhale. Always follow the length of your breath. Don't even listen to me. Just go with the length of your breath. If you forget where you are, have a breather, stop, compose, and do it again. Alright, so no worries. Inhale. Right foot back. Right foot forward. Exhale, parallel feet. Bend your knees and come up. Into your heart. Left side, inhale. Bend knees, look forward. Exhale the left. Exhale into down dog. Inhale the shoulders above the wrists, and then knees, and then chest. Exhale, and the chin. Then inhale to cobra, gentle, not too high. Exhale, come onto your knees, tuck the toes under, lift down dog to prevent the lower back. Exhale there. Look between the palms, left foot come forward. Inhale. Exhale, the other one parallel. Fully exhale. And then gradually come up. Because if you do it fast, you get dizzy. So always gradually coming up. Let's do one more. Inhale, it's normal to slow down, so don't hurry up. Exhale. Inhale, look forward. Exhale the right. Then inhale and exhale into down dog. Inhale the shoulders above the wrist and wait for the exhalation to take you all the way down. Elbows shaving off the body. Inhale up into cobra or upward dog. Then exhale to the knees, tuck the toes and lift. Down dog. Wait for the inhalation to move the right foot forward. Exhalation, parallel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back into your heart. Left side. Exhale here. Bend the knees, look gently forward. Exhale the left. Inhale and exhale into down dog. Inhale into your plank and exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, gentle cobra. Exhale, down dog. Wait for the inhalation to move you into left foot forward and wait for the exhalation to take the other foot parallel. Inhale, come up. And exhale, Tadasana. So parallel feet. Open the fan and fan open your toes if you can see my toes. So they're fan open. Move so that as they are open, put them on the ground and gently move forward and backward to see where the center of your body is, the weight. Keep the breath moving. So if you know dry breath, the one with a slight restriction at the back of your throat, use that. Otherwise, just a normal inhale and exhale is fine. So from there, then press down into your toes. Keep them open. And from there, you would feel the earth pressing back. That will mean your knees will kind of lift. Your thighs will be slightly active. Tailbone gently tuck under. Lengthen the belly. Shoulders, you can adjust, move the shoulders a little bit, jazz them up. Okay, and soften them away from the ears, palms beside you. Now you can gaze in front of you or close your eyes if you want to challenge your balance. But I suggest look in a spot in front of you on the floor. And just for a few rounds, we're going to stay here, rooting into the ground and listening to the breath that is traveling up and down the body. Inhalation will go all the way up from the feet, out through the crown, drawing energy and support from earth. Exhalation will get rid of any tension, especially mental tension, down through the feet into the ground. And just for a few more rounds here, 2 more. Pressing actively into the ground with your feet. One more. Good. Now as we're standing here in Tadasana, we're going to go for a chair flow, Utkatasana. So have your feet hip width apart. I will demonstrate. So chair, inhale, arms raised. Exhale, we sit in the hips. Then try to make the knees not like that, but they are parallel and they're above your feet. So inhale, lift the arms, elbows slightly bent to can have the shoulders away. And we stay here for 3 rounds of breath, pressing into the floor with your feet. Gently you can move away from the edge and get back into it. One more breath. When you're ready, inhalation will lift you all the way up. Exhale, come down to forward bend and let go of the crown long. Then when you're ready, inhale, bend the knees, and we come up into chair again. Three rounds of breath here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward bend. This time with the index, middle and the thumb, hook the big toes and draw the upper body over. Elbows come out to the outside. Take a breath here. And when you're ready, inhale, lift, back into chair. You can constrict your Muladhara Bandha. Simply set like you're trying to hold your pee-pee. And then it will make your posture lighter. Stay here for one more breath in. And when you're ready, inhale, lift. Exhale, forward bend. This time, put your palms underneath your feet. Elbows come to the outside. gently coming vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae, dangling, 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 all the way up so you don't get dizzy. Be mindful. Now put your feet together and we'll do the same but with feet together. This will be a twist in chair. So inhale, exhale, inhale, palms together, exhale, elbow outside, press against the elbow against the knee, palms together, pointing fingers forward, elbow up to the ceiling. Then you press more into your palms and you feel that twist. Coming deeper. If you want, you can open to reach for the ground and the ceiling. Getting a deeper twist here. One more breath. When you're ready, look down to the ground. Exhale, forward bend. And then gradually dangling, dangling, dangling. Coming up, coming up, coming up gently so you don't get dizzy. Ready for the other side. Inhale. And exhale. Knees are together. Feet are together. Inhale, come together the palms. Exhale, elbow on the outside. Fingers pointing forward. Spread them. Point forward. Press more into the palms. Press more into the knee with your elbow. And then gradually you'll be able to go further. Then maybe open. And one more breath here. And exhale. Look into your forward bend. And then gradually wiggle, wiggle, dangle, dangle, all the way up beautifully. Good. Okay. Take a deep inhale, exhale. If you want to have a bit of water, that's fine. And then on the next inhale, exhale, we're going to go to the floor. So come into down dog. Rounds of breath here. Or if you want to go in balasana, where you have big toes touching, knees are wider, and come into baby. Make sure you're breathing. Deep inhale and exhale into your whichever balasana or Adho Mukha Svanasana. Feel the whole of the rib cage, the front, the back, the side of it. The breath is going in and out there. And final. Then we move in Ustrasana, which is camel. Now this is a very deep back bend. I suggest watch me first demonstrate, and if you think that's too much for you, for your lower back, stay in balasana, soften and relax. Those who want to come with me, let me demonstrate that and we'll do it step by step. So you come onto your knees and they're hip width apart. Now you can fold your mats for extra padding, or put a blanket underneath your knees, or towel. And then make sure your hip is above the knee, okay? So the toes are tucked under, so you have the heels high. And when you're ready, we'll do inhale, lift, exhale, reach for one heel. Now keep that open sternum and make sure that hip is not moved back, but it's above the knee. For some, that will be fine to stay here. For others, if you want to take it further, then do the other hand. Exhale, keeping the hips forward, looking forward. The head is the last to go unless you're happy to stay here. Exhale gently. And when you're ready to come, the first thing to come is the head. And then you flex in your hips and come down to rest. Let's do one more. Very gently. Again, Vata, when we have anxieties and stress, mind wants to do it quickly. I suggest we do it slower today, so we tame that Vata, that mental energy that wants to make the body move so fast. Okay, everything slow. Inhale, exhale, touch your heel, or put a block here or a cushion if you need a bit extra. Okay, keep opening the sternum, the hip, then inhale, exhale the other side. Keep the hips above the knees, look forward. When you're ready, eventually if you're really open and flexible, be able to let go. Keeping the hips above the knees. One more breath here. Inhale the head. Exhale, gently coming to Balasana. Deep inhale, exhale here. Good. And we come down, back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. When you're ready, we're moving into pigeon, right knee, bend to the right thumb. Then palms, you can come onto your fingertips. Inhale. Exhale all the way down. And then the hands can go forward. Keeping the hips square, so don't feel that tendency to tilt. Again, you can use your cushion or a bolster or anything to support that hip. So take a deep inhale and exhale into your pigeon. Soften your tongue in the mouth. And work with gravity to allow any tension. Eventually, if you have sciatica problems, that will help as well, which is also a Vata aggravation. Lower back problems, joint problems, they are Vata aggravated. One more breath in pigeon. Then inhale, move your palms to become underneath your shoulders And tuck the back toes, lift into down dog. Ready for the left, inhale, exhale, left knee towards your left thumb. Come onto your fingertips, lengthen through the crown, exhale. Deep inhales here. Again, feel the rib cage. Relax the tongue in your mouth. One more breath. And then inhalation will move your palms underneath the shoulders. Press into the mat. Lift, inhale. Tuck the back toes. Lift in, down dog. Good. And we're going to move cross over. Sit on your bones. Remove gluteus maximus, move it away, sit on your bones. Good. Dandasana, palms are underneath your shoulders, pointing the fingers forward. And flex the toes, Then we press into the ground, the palms, and imagine the invisible wall. You press with your feet, the invisible wall, lengthen through the crown, inhale, exhale, soften, and again press, exhale, soften, one more, inhale, press, and stay there for a whole inhale and exhale in Dandasana. Good. Final, we come to lay down, remove any ponytails, blankets or cushions. There's nothing to stop your head to be flat on the ground. Hug your knees into your chest and just clockwise, anti-clockwise. Good. Then we do bridge. So feet parallel, hip width apart, and start peeling off vertebrae by vertebrae. And lower down on exhale. Another variation is for those who are a bit more flexy. You can move and interlace your fingers, and your arms are kind of close underneath. And you can stay here for a whole inhale, exhale. Keep the knees parallel. When you're ready, exhale will take you down. Another variation is if you bend your elbows. This is a deeper back bend, and you support with the palms your lower back. Keep the head central, don't turn it. Listen to my voice so that your neck is stable. And this is another variation where you stay here for an inhale, exhale. Exhalation will take you down. Hug your knees into your chest. Gently, clockwise, anti-clockwise. And when you're ready, now for those who know where they're going, you can lift into your shoulder stand. But if you're new to shoulder stand, just keep your knees bent to your chest, okay? Otherwise, if you go shoulder stand, little bit hinge, gradually lift, and make sure you support the whole of your lower back with your palms, fingers. Plow. Again, if you're not sure, don't go for that, because for some people this is a very delicate area and we'd rather not do any harm to it. So either bridge or have your knees into your chest. Gradually lower yourself down on the ground, coming flat, lying down. Then your fish is where you sit on your palms, elbows press into the ground, and your crown is touching the mat. It's like you want to see what's happening at the back of the room. In fish, take a few deep inhales and exhales, massaging the thyroid. Good. Flex your toes, so the feet are not pointy, they're flexed. Lovely opening to the chest. Deep inhale, exhale here. One more. Before you surrender to Shavasana, our corpse pose of total relaxation and stillness. When you're ready, soften the body on the mat. Surrender. Cover, if you need to cover, put your socks on if you need to cover with a blanket or something to make yourself feel comfortable. And we're going to soften and relax totally. Scan your body for any tension, starting with the feet up. The calf muscles soft. Soft knees, soft thighs, the buttocks is soft, check your belly is soft, the lower back, the middle back and the upper back. Feel the shoulders soft and heavy on the ground. The arms are beside your body, palms facing up. Feel the head on the ground, heavy. The forehead is soft, eyebrows are soft. Feel the cheeks are soft. The lips are soft, and the tongue in your mouth is soft, not touching anywhere. Now take a deep inhale as you're lying down. Exhale our breath like we did in the beginning.
And with that, you surrender even more the whole body on the ground. Take as many inhale and exhales if you need to. To surrender deeper into the ground. Once more. Become aware of the still body on the floor. The still body on the floor. Feel the whole body on the floor. Become aware of all the sounds around you and the sensations in the body, on the body. Just observe your thoughts, your feelings, any sensations. Just observe them like a silent witness. And just focus on your breathing. Gradually start wiggle your toes and your fingers, your head from side to side, and give your body a lovely stretch. And come up to sitting for our final 3 Oms and the Loka Samastu Bhavantu mantra. So inhale for 3 Oms. samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Okay, hands in front of your heart in prayer. May all beings be happy in all of the worlds. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. I hope you take it easy. Don't panic, don't stress. Take deep breaths and enjoy it. Enjoy it. Be careful, wash your hands and enjoy your time off. This will pass, okay? So let me know how was it for you. Any questions or comments? Be welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye.